Good morning. Just waiting for another feed to come on so we get everything synced. Good morning. Happy Thursday. And summer's finally here. I just can't wait. I can't wait to be outside and spend as much time as I can out there. I mentioned, actually, yesterday I mentioned to my teens that once school is out, we're going to be out there. We're going to be running daily runs. We're going to be cycling. We're going to be doing some hikes. They weren't that amused. I think, with these generation, they're more on their tablets and on their phones. But you know what? We got to start start those habits, right? Start those healthy habits. Anyways, playing is part of us growing up, right? But for us older folks, it helps us stay young at heart. It helps us stay healthy. It still helps us stay mobile and flexible and just, help our brain with maintaining the development and also our slow down aging, right? Slow down the aging process. And this is not just for us and our family. Play definitely feeds into how it helps with our imagination, helps maintain, like I mentioned, brain health, because the more you use your brain, the more it's going to stay more healthier, right? Adds exercise into the mix, and definitely helps. Play helps with us communicating with other people, and then also with that social interaction with those skills as well. And this started. This started when we were small, and we played with other kids at the playground, and then we graduated this to school, and then so on and so on. And so John Cleese, famous writer, director, voice actor, and of course a comedian, he says that if you want creative workers, give them enough time to play. So if you want creative workers, give them enough time to play. So going back, have you ever watched children playing? Like, if you ever watched like kids just playing, they can take like the simplest objects, right? They take the simplest things and they can create something magical and just play with them for hours or even days. Take an example, boxes. I've seen on our local kind of like Craigslist and stuff. People are giving away big boxes all the time, moving boxes, and I played with them, a ton of them when I grew up because my brother and I would make forts out of them, out of a few boxes, and then if you join more of them together, you make a fortress, and then you become more creative, and you use them to make planes and cars and boats and other things as well. Thanks for tuning in, Nancy. Hey, Link. Good morning to you. And yeah, definitely. What put in the comments. What do you guys use to play when you were little, when there wasn't actually physical toys, right? Because we didn't have the luxury to having all those building blocks like we did, and so we had to be creative, right? We had to be creative, and this meant we had to use what we had around us. And back in the 70s, this meant a lot of boxes because my dad, who ran a grocery store in Moose Jaw, there'd be a never ending source of boxes, crates, all these bins and everything that he would bring groceries and other things home. So my brother and I would use those to play with, right? And we don't crawl around. Right now we don't crawl inside these boxes too much these days as adults, but we still need to incorporate playtime into our routine. And this gives us that break to re-energize, of course, stay healthier, right? Builds emotional intelligence. It really forges relationship at work and then outside as well, right? It helps us in cooperation, and like the quote says, it stimulates creativity, right? When we play, we become creative. Yeah, you use large boxes for my box toy car. Yeah, we used to use Jiffy markers and paint up the outside of the car to imagine we're in different places, right? Make them, well, with boys, we'd be using them to create like suits of armor. It's fun. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you used whatever your creative mind was to use whatever you had to play. And so again, going back to workplaces, how many takes part in team building these days, right? It's so common to have departmental workshops, and if I've had quite a number of them, and maybe they're not officially called that. Maybe it's just going out to dinner, with your group after work. That's literally playtime, right? We don't call it that. We just think of it as relaxation and Friday night drinks and stuff. But that's actually playtime, right? You learn more when you're relaxed and you're not thinking about about those fires at work that you're putting out, with deadlines, with those contracts you got to sign, with the sales you got to meet, and quotas, and then also those presentations, right? So when employers create a fun and supportive environment for everyone at the company, everyone thrives, right? We end up wanting to contribute more. We want to end up uh, this leads to more creativity, and it's a good circle. It's not a vicious circle. It's actually a very creative and very productive circle, and people will want to go that extra mile, right? So I think of um, I think of play as a door, right? And that opens up the creative thinking and creative mind. Yeah, recycling, Ling, still creative. Yeah, Ling, you're totally. I can see from your post, you're totally creative. Recycle normal items even today for office, pen holder station. And yeah, you end up doing more around yourself and for others, and others will see that, and it kind of propagates as well. You encourage other people to do it as well, and we can all play by the book. We can all definitely be stiff collared and just, once we walk into work, we just do what we need to do. But having that fun, again, in and outside of the workplace, uh, that helps people bring more to the table. If you haven't been out with your colleagues for a while, and I understand, the past few years it hasn't helped, but give it a shot and start reestablishing these events. It's going to be you'll find that it's going to be uh, it's totally worthwhile. So the earlier the better, right? And so are you going to go do that? Right? I hope you do. I hope you do. Anyways, my message today is just get out there and play. Get out there and play. The weather's going to be hot this weekend here in Vancouver, and I'd love to hear what you've done in the past with and what you're going to do for new ones coming to mind. What did you do in the past that you played with, and what are you going to do moving forward from here? And leave them in the comments. Leave them in the comments, and maybe what people read will help others out as well. Because sometimes we just need kind of like that kickstart, like, I'm thinking of something, but then you see it and you go, okay, I can do that, or that sounds pretty cool. So take care, and don't forget to tap that heart, uh, drop a like on these videos, and follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, TikTok, and on YouTube as well. And don't forget to be better, be bigger, and be that change that people are looking for. So enjoy this wonderful day, and thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you again soon.